Hello, I'm Luke Hatfield. I'm joined by Joe Edwards here at the Shropshire Star. Joe, it's a big old game this weekend for Shrewsbury Town, isn't it? Is this one make or break for John Askey?
Yeah, it is, and he's admitted it himself. Spoke to him yesterday, very candid, very honest. He says that anything less than a win at Wimbledon, another side that is struggling massively in League One, there 6 straight defeats. He says if anything less than a win, then that probably spells the end for me. And it is the definition of make or break. It's it's win or bust. However you want to coin it. This is a massive game for both managers, really. The difference with Wimbledon is that they've came out this week and gave their backing to Neil Ardley, a long-serving manager there. Said they're going to give him time to turn things around because mid-season appointments don't tend to go their way. They're sure he's still got the dressing room. Doesn't seem that Askey has that luxury, that time. As we say, it's very much win or bust. And if they don't pick up the victory, or even if they get a draw, I don't think a draw is going to cut it. And it could be a very swift action from the Shrewsbury hierarchy. John says that he hasn't strictly been told that if he doesn't win that he's out of a job, but he says he's not stupid either. And I think a lot of fans think the same thing. And from my perspective, I spoke to him yesterday. He was very, very honest.
Refreshingly honest.
Yeah. And he admitted that things haven't gone Shrewsbury's way, but he also pointed towards that last season was always going to be so hard to replicate, which it was. It was a miraculous season by all respects. But time's a precious commodity in football. You don't always get it. And but he says if things go wrong, he won't be making any excuses. He's got no regrets. So. Fingers crossed, you never want to see somebody lose the job. Hopefully, Shrewsbury can get a win and turn things around. But if they don't, I think swift action will be taken.
Yeah, and say what you want about his management style, but as we said, he's been refreshingly honest, and he has spoken willingly to the media. A lot of managers, you'd imagine, in a similar situation, would almost go into their shell a little bit. He's been honest about it. Do you think he has struggled a little bit with the fact that Shrewsbury were so successful last season? If they weren't as successful, do you think he'd still be in the trouble that he is now?
No, I don't think he probably would be. I think that season, finishing third, two Wembley finals, albeit that he didn't win them, but that was, the best season in years for Shrewsbury. I know they had a couple of League Two wins, but this is, I think, the best finish that they'd had in League One was 15th.
Yeah.
And where they are at the moment, they're 19th. They're not in the relegation zone. There is a kind of a congested pack down there, and they're not playing well. We can't sugarcoat it. They're not playing well. They're not playing good football. They haven't been free flowing. But this, as you say, I think he had a lot of work to do in the summer. He overhauled the squad. He was forced to. He kind of made the point that he says, some fans might say I've had free rein, but he says I haven't, because the best players are tied down to to good deals at other clubs. So you kind of have to just take, do the best with what you can. But he hasn't hit the ground running. He didn't hit the ground running, and as soon as that was the case, he was always going to be under a lot of pressure because of just. The big thing for Shrewsbury fans was continuing that momentum from last season, and it just didn't happen. Very much tomorrow seems last chance saloon. If he can get a win, I think he buys himself a bit of time. But anything less than that, I think he's probably gone.
Yeah, what do you make of that game tomorrow? Do you think he's got a fair chance of winning it? It's a good. You say it's a good game to have because it's a fellow struggler. If you're facing one of the top teams, maybe you'd see it as a little bit of a free hit though. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's a double-sided coin, isn't it? That Wimbledon, they're second bottom. They're six straight defeats. The manager Neil Ardley says he's had his players in with a 6-hour psychology meeting with the players. So they're in dire straits as well. But then if you lose that game, then it's past the point of any return.
Yeah.
So Shrewsbury's away record is abysmal. They haven't won on the road. It's about time to start changing that, and if they can do that tomorrow, as I say, John buys himself a bit of time. But if they're down, they slump to a defeat or even muster a draw, I think John's days as Shrewsbury boss are over.
Yeah, so worrying times, a big old game for John Askey. For all the latest on that and his future, make sure you stay with us at shropshirestar.com.